WLNS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News at 11.
The city of East Lansing will continue its status as a sanctuary city despite possible consequences from the Trump administration. It's our top story at 11. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jorma Duran. The U.S. Department of Justice has identified East Lansing as one of 18 sanctuary cities that are, quote, an obstruction of enforcing federal immigration laws. The Trump administration says it will take action if sanctuary policies are not changed. Well, an East Lansing City Council member says nothing is changing. Rachel Ramsey is here for you now live in the studio with what was said tonight and the possible impacts. Good evening, Rachel.
Good evening, Jorma. While many of East Lansing's council members had no comment regarding the city's sanctuary status, one of them did give some insight into the situation, saying he doesn't know what exactly the consequences will be for continuing as a sanctuary city, but he is expecting some sort of punishment to come the city's way. East Lansing City Council member Mark Meadows says despite the Trump administration's threats, East Lansing remains and will continue to remain a sanctuary city.
We don't plan on changing any of our policies with regard to this.
East Lansing became a sanctuary city in 2023, passing a resolution that, among other policies, states that the city's officials and law enforcement will not take any direct action against someone based solely on their immigration status, and will not join federal agents in enforcing immigration law.
Let me be crystal clear.
The U.S. Attorney General says policies like this put American citizens at risk, which Meadows disagrees with.
Completely false.
An executive order released at the end of April by the Trump administration threatens to take away federal funding from sanctuary cities. So Meadows is preparing for what could happen.
I don't know what exactly he's going to do. We should expect something to come our way, and we will defend it at that point in time.
The city's sanctuary resolution says the policy protects and defends the diverse community of East Lansing and states if the federal government plans to take away funding because of the city's sanctuary policy, the city will review what actions would be necessary to protect its funding. Until the Trump administration acts on its threats, how the city will handle them remains unknown. We will keep you updated as the city of East Lansing continues its sanctuary efforts and let you know what happens if there are punishments for this. Jorma, back to you.
Rachel, thank you very much. New at 11, Lansing fire officials say a person died from a house fire that started on the south side of the city. 6 News was on the scene shortly after 6 p.m. where we saw Lansing police and fire responding in the 3300 block of Continental Drive near Averill Elementary School. Police blocked off streets in the area while they responded. Fire officials tell 6 News when they arrived on scene, they found the home engulfed in flames. One person inside the home was pronounced dead on arrival.
Our team arrival within 3 minutes of the call encountered a heavy amount of fire. Our condolences to their family for the loss. It's tragic, and we did everything that we could to get the fire knocked down and get inside as quick as we could.
The cause of the fire is still under investigation. Also new at 11, the Ingham County Prosecutor's Office announced today that a jury found a licensed attorney guilty of multiple charges stemming from a child porn investigation. Christopher Wolf is guilty of child sexually abusive activity, accosting a child for immoral purposes, and 2 counts of using a computer to commit a crime. The trial came following an investigation by the Michigan State Police, the Lansing Police Department, and the MSP Internet Crimes Against Children Unit. Wolf is scheduled to be sentenced on September 8th. Controversy surrounding the Epstein files continues, and tonight one Michigan lawmaker is urging the state's congressional delegation in Washington, D.C. to vote to release them. Democratic State Representative Penelope Cerniglu sent a letter asking Michigan's 15 members of Congress to demand that Speaker Mike Johnson and Senate Majority Leader John Thune hold an immediate vote to require the U.S. Justice Department to release all files related to Jeffrey Epstein. Cerniglu says the letter was signed by 25 Democratic members of the Michigan House, but received 0 signatures from House Republicans. A new study conducted by WalletHub reports that Michigan ranks among the top states for best community colleges. According to the report, Michigan ranks 15th in the nation for best community colleges. Additionally, 8 of the state's community colleges ranked in the top 100 out of more than 650 schools reviewed. The report also ranks Lansing Community College, the 91st best community college in the U.S. And LCC President Steve Robinson says it feels great.
We're always excited to have our affordability recognized. We like to be one of the most affordable community colleges in the state and across the country. So yeah, there are a lot of different ways to rank community colleges, but of course we always think LCC is a top college for sure.
WalletHub reports that it evaluated schools based on 3 key factors: cost and financing, education outcomes, and career outcomes.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Well, today's rain event turned out to be a heavy rain event for some. For others, some welcome rain. And as I said, very little in the way of severe weather here in mid-Michigan. Where there was a little severe weather, however, is to our west. Katie Nicolau sending this shot out of Kalamazoo, where some extremely heavy rain was falling. In fact, in Battle Creek, almost 2 inches in 1 hour, with a general 1 to 4 inches across the Kalamazoo and Battle Creek areas today, causing some extensive flooding. Montgomery sent us this shot out of Grand Ledge. Isn't this a beauty? A double rainbow over the Grand. Absolutely gorgeous, and we certainly needed to see a little bit of rain, especially over towards the Grand Ledge area. My grass was getting kind of brown. Tricia with this shot also out of Grand Ledge. We've got the double rainbow, we've got a cornfield in the distance, and we've got some lightning. Trifecta for me for sure. 3 of my favorite things, and that is an absolutely gorgeous shot. Doppler radar tonight shows the last of the storms now pushing out of the TV6 viewing area, and won't be a problem for us for the additional overnight rainfall, although a couple of showers to our northwest, but I think for the most part those probably fall apart before ever making it here. Radar in motion shows it's moving towards the east. Meanwhile, the cells to the northwest moving to the southeast as well this evening. On the Skyview network, the McLaren cam today, high temperature 88 with 1/4 inch of rain, so nothing too heavy here. In Grand Ledge, a little bit more in the way of rainfall today. Made it up to a 4,607 inch. Wind gust was only 15, however. High temperature at 89, our current at 69 degrees. Tonight in Jackson, temperatures down to 69 as well after a high of 91. We've got some rain around Jackson County, but the rain gauge not reporting any, but there was a good soaking around Jackson County as well. Tonight in Hillsdale, our temperature now down to 70 after a high of 89. Rain gauge also reporting nothing, but again, there was rain across our southern counties, just having some issues with some of the rain gauges out there. Precision cast through tomorrow morning keeps it quiet. Still lots of cloud cover around to start the day, but more and more sun as we progress into the afternoon and the evening hours. Wednesday night into Thursday, even drier air starts to move in, so it should feel very comfortable on Thursday. Highs will be warm back in the 80s, but overall we are looking good right through Thursday evening. Current temperatures 69 Owasso, 70 for Lansing, upper 60s Mason and Charlotte, near 70 still in Adrian, but it's cooling off nicely compared to where we were earlier today. Still a bit on the muggy side tonight. Low temperature just hangs around the upper 60s and low 70s. With mostly cloudy skies. Then for tomorrow, lots of sunshine in the afternoon, high temperatures near 85. Average high this time of the year is around 81. The 6-day forecast, sunshine for Thursday and Friday and fairly comfortable, although Friday does start to warm up. Low 90s return Saturday, a little muggy for Sunday, highs in the upper 80s, chance for some showers and storms. Those move out, and an even better air mass moves in next week with highs in the low 80s and lows in the 50s, which means low humidity. Finally, some really, really enjoyable summer weather.
Yeah, I want to be average. I want to be average temperature-wise because
Right.
You just said average is 81. We haven't felt 81. That is
the lows, the highs,
Yeah.
the dew points have all been high.
I can't wait.
Me too.
All right, well, coming up, we get a new perspective on the Uvalde, Texas school shooting from 2022. So stay right there. 6 News at 11. We'll be right back.